Hi. So after this domain address, the next thing will be website. You all know, using the domain address, people access the content what we have to show, and the products and solutions or services what you're going to offer. This is like a hub that transfers the data between client and the organization. Okay. So the website, the designing of the website and all the parts of the website will be discussed later in the next version, let's say next level. So marketing automation level. So you all know the basic things what the purpose of website. Okay, every startup or every brand should have a website. If you don't have a website, people don't even consider to be think you as a brand. Okay, so website is mandatory. Okay, try and make, I mean, if you are going to practice digital marketing, the first rule what I tell you is make everything connected to your website. Don't, wherever possible, so just make sure your audience reaches your website before reach to you. Okay, so not before reach to you, I mean say, so any content, even a small content, try to attach that to website. So if you're going to share an infographic is in the sense the data in the pictorial representation. It's like a lot of data representing in a pictorial form for easy understanding. So people prefer to read infographics, but don't share the infographic directly. I've seen so many people sharing the infographics directly to the customers, but because of you don't know whether they'll just take the infographic and keep it with them, and of course they'll make use of it. But what are you getting through that one? So what you need to do is just make sure that they'll come to your website and download that one. Just give the glimpse of infographic and make sure that they'll come to your website. From there they can download it and use it. Okay, try to make sure that your website has more visibility to people, even in the small hacks, whatever you're going to use it here. Okay, so website is very important. The more the visibility it gets, the more the brand identity improves. Okay, so these are whatever I'm going to tell. These are the brand identity what we basically provide. Okay, this is not completely the brand identity. There are more. There are very minute things. These are very minute things what everyone consider to be a brand. Okay, from our side. So in this is our perspective. When it comes to big brands, it's the solution what you are giving to the customers' problems. Okay, that's how people recognize you as a brand. So they have some problem in their life. How important are you to their life? That what makes you a brand. Okay, that comes later. These are the basic things what we are going to start as a brand. Okay, these are basic technicalities, I mean to say. Okay, later whether you're growing as a brand, the impression you make on people's minds or in their hearts, that is totally based on the product and solution you provide, the way you interact with the customers, the way you emotionally reach them, and the way people from your organization behaves, and the way the people interacts with the others. Okay, so these all makes the brand improve day by day. Okay, so this is not one time thing, and this is not one person's job. So the ultimate purpose of the brand is helping the lives of your clients. It might be changing with the time. That's how the brand also should imbibe the change, and you should adopt the change, and make sure the things or your solutions or products are in line with the current technology trends and the mindset of the people. Then only your brand stays. Consider Nokia. It's the biggest brand ever in mobile technology. Okay, but suddenly it went off, and they didn't see the future. People are, I mean, the brand is very close to everyone's heart then. With the time, the changing mindset of people, they were not able to change. The brand completely collapsed. Okay, that's how it can affect if you don't change. Brand identity improves along with the change. You should be changing as per the needs of clients. So now we'll go this website till here we're done, and now we'll be going into digital presence. Okay, yeah. digital presence. The moment you have a website, you are already present digitally online. Where and all can you be seen online? So first thing is website. That's what I meant to write. Website is. Second thing is social media. Third thing is, apart from social media, there is something called Google. Okay, I'll tell you why Google is important. Okay, there are many ways you can be present digitally online. First and foremost thing is website. As I discussed earlier, website is the hub. So every content, everything you share online, it should redirect to your website. Don't forget this. This is the main thumb rule of your digital marketing. Okay, people forget to redirect they're unable to redirect the clients to your website. Okay, so they don't know way to connect the content you are sharing to the website. This is the biggest drawback. So if you're going to write some blog, make sure that it will be connected to some other blog inside that one. Okay, that's how interlinks will be improved. There should be interconnection between your own content also, so that people should not be leaving your website. So that'll take some time. Anyways, but you should mandatorily know, for the basics also, you should mandatorily know how to connect your people to your website. Your main digital presence starts with, whether it is social media or Google, you should be, you should be redirecting them to ultimately to your website. Okay, that defines your visibility. Do not forget to do this one. Okay, when it comes to social media, based on the industry you are in, there are so many social media platforms people use. Okay, the basic platforms are Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. So anything else? Anything else? Anything else? So we'll just make sure this is a part of this one. Okay. I'm sorry, this is not Instagram. Instagram. Okay. So nowadays, the promotions and the way people wanted to reach, the main sole purpose of social media is people reaching people in a fast pace. Okay, so with the time, with the improved technology and the latest tools, the social media platforms also improve themselves, and so many new social media platforms came to the market, and you can include WhatsApp, also TikTok. Okay, people are using these two for promotions also. TikTok also started recently the business promotions. But for the professional things, I prefer LinkedIn, and YouTube is mandatory because video content is one of the most consumed content nowadays, and it's going to improve drastically. So YouTube and TikTok, they have so much of scope for your promotion. Okay, so digital presence, make sure you create all these platforms. We'll be creating all the platforms for the website one by one, once I finish the main things. Third one is Google. So apart from brand identity, let me just check what do we have in the digital marketing thing. The Google tools are coming into this one, or the secondary one. Learn all basic Google tools. Okay, so Google tools will be into the second section. I'll come there. Okay, so digital marketing and SEO, social media best practices. The social media best practices will be coming into this part, so I'll be teaching that later. Okay, so learn all basic Google tools. So that's how it is. Okay, brand identity tools. These are the tools for just creating your brand identity. And coming to Google tools, I just mentioned what are the Google tools for your quick understanding. Basic thing is Gmail. Then again, YouTube comes here. I'll teach you the best practice of YouTube. Here only the way you can create the channel and all, and Gmail and Google Analytics, the mandatory thing, and Google AdSense if you want to generate revenue. So I'll tell you how to use this one in detail. Here, monetize website with without ads. Here it is. Google AdSense is there, and Google AdWords. And one more thing is, Search Console is one of the most used things for the digital marketers, and this is very important. I'll tell you how and why also. One second. There is one more thing called Firebase. This also plays very important role when it comes to reaching, getting the details of the customers who visited your website. From the Google Analytics, you can just, get the quantity of the visitors, the traffic and all. Okay, quantity and more details on numbers. Numbers part is done by Google Analytics. If you know how to use Firebase properly, you can also get the lead. You can concentrate on getting a lead completely. So you can just get the detail. Even if possible, there are the chances of getting the email address and the mobile number of the person up to 75%. These are the genuine leads, and 75% possibility is not a joke. Firebase is such important thing, but we'll be getting this one in the later section. So that's how it is. The digital presence here is very important. So if this is done in the next section, I'll tell you the way you present your content. Okay, not just the social media or the digital presence. In sense, the content you wanted to share on these things is mandatory. You need to check that part as well. So the types of content, the way you consume the content, you create the content that being consumed by your target customers is very important. This is what we're going to discuss in the next sections. Maybe it comes into content management. Okay, after that, one more thing is Google My Business. Okay, Google My Business is a simple thing. You just have to register your businesses on Google, and you'll be having the location on Google Map. And there are a few other things. It will be connecting between your Google Analytics, Google AdWords, and this one also helps you create as a social media platform, because there is an option recently created from Google. Will allow you to post something. From Google My Business. This is like Google Posts kind of. No, if you search any business on the main business page of something, you can see this thing. Okay, let's just say my bad boys.org itself, and not this. Okay, something comes up here. Okay, now this. Let's go for yeah. And it's not being used by so many people. Okay. I can see this anyways. in the next tool, next section, I'm going to show you how to use Google My Business in creating posts. If someone visits your search for your business, and below these things, they can see the post what you are currently sharing. Okay, so this one also acts as a social media thing where you can share your posts and all. Okay, now let me just put it here so that I can write it properly. Just say keep it here. Just make Google to come up here, because I have one more thing to mention, that is Bing. I'm sure you guys know what it is, and similar to Google, also how we need to be taking care of Bing. Bing also one of the mostly search engine platform apart from Google, and Bing you can use the index, which is a Russian one, and there's something else called Baidu of China. It's good to have the digital presence apart from Google on these platforms as well. We'll end our digital presence section here.